I'm going to show you what to do when you have a 2-drop that has 2 attack and a 2-drop that has 3 attack at the same time in your hand when you're going second. So this means you have coin and you mulligan into 2 2-drops, and I'm going to be telling you which one to play first. So let's just jump right into it. So we're in Hearthstone, and let me just go to my collection just to give you an example. Okay. So say this is Arena, and we drafted Amani Berserker and we drafted Bloodfen Raptor. And it's turn 2, you have the coin. Which one do you want to play first? Because you're going to coin out one of them, right? Generally when you have 2 2-drops in your hand and you're second, on turn 1 you want to coin one of them out in most cases. And so long story short, about 90% of the time you want to coin out the weaker one first, so the Amani Berserker, if you had both of these cards in your hand. And the reason being is that Amani Berserker trades into most 2-drops, it one-shots them, except for other 2/3s. And so that means if your opponent plays a 2/3 himself on turn 2, then your Amani can't kill it, but your Amani lives and gets the enrage. Or even if it was a neutral 2/3, like let me show you one. There's a couple in the game. River Crocodilus, that's a neutral 2/3. Or Mech Warper. I mean, that has an effect, but it doesn't really do anything on the board. So say Mech Warper traded into his 2/3, it would live with 1 HP, and then if you're a ping class, you can hero power turn 2, ping class being Druid, Rogue, Mage, and then you can take out his 2-drop. So that's one of the benefits of playing the 2/3 first. But the real benefit of playing 2/3 rather than a 3/2, like Fairy Dragon, Knife Juggler, any of the 3/2s in the game, is that if you play this, the lower attack creature, it can trade better into a 2-drop. But say you played the reverse, you play the 3/2 first, and then you play the 2/3. You play this on turn 1, this on turn 2. And he plays a 2-drop, which this can kill almost any 2-drop in the game, most of them, unless they have Divine Shield. So say your Raptor kills his 2-drop, then you play Amani on turn 2, and then your opponent's ahead of you, right? Because you have the coin. So on turn 3, what if he plays a 3/3? Then if you played Amani second instead of the Raptor second, then the 3/3 can kill the 2/3 for free and live with 1 HP. But if you played the Raptor after you played Amani, the 3/2 can kill the 3/3. So that's the general idea of why you play. If you have, this is very specific, if you had 2 2-drops in your hand and you're going second, this is why you play Amani Berserker before Bloodfen Raptor, or any 2/3 before the 3/2. And that's about 90% of the time. Now I'll tell you when you play this card over the Amani Berserker on turn 1 with the coin. You do that when they have a Northshire Cleric. Let's find that card. So 1-drop, and it's for Priest, Northshire Cleric. Or if they have Mana Worm, that's a Mage 1-drop, Mana Worm. So why? Because Mana Worm and Northshire Cleric are 1/3s, meaning that if you coin out a 3/2 first, and say they played this on their turn 1, then you're going second, but you have the coin. You coin out the card that can one-shot it, because a 3/2 has 3 attack, this has 3 HP. So that's the 10% of the time usually that you play the stronger one first, because you want to get rid of these cards. Like, these cards are threats. Like, sure, a mage can just ping off. In the mage's case, he can, if he attacks into your creature and then uses ping, it's a 1-for-1, but he wastes his turn 2. If you're, the only way, like, this is complicating it a bit, but the only way you play the Amani is if you're a ping class and you don't think he has a spell, then you can ping yourself the Mana Worm next turn. But that, in most cases, say you're not a ping class, say you're a warrior, and he plays Mana Worm, you want to play your Raptor turn 1 with the coin, because you want to kill Mana Worm, you don't have ping. And especially with Priest, it completely goes that you play the card that can one-shot it on turn 1. So yeah, basically if you have 2 2-drops, you play the weaker one first, the one with 2 attack rather than the one with 3 attack when you coin, when you have coin. And unless they have Northshire Cleric, Mana Worm, or something with 3 HP that you need the 3 attack to kill on turn 2. So yeah, I'll be showing you. I know this is all talk, so I'll be showing you an example of that in one of my games. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I made a deck with all two drops, basically all two drops, and this is against the innkeeper, just a practice game. But I wanted to show you guys the idea because the same thing applies in Arena of why you play the River Croc before the 3/2. And depends on if this hunter has a 2-drop, but and a 3-drop. We'll see though. But so you want to play this one first. When you have the coin in Arena and you have 2/2 drops, you want to play the weaker one first. And if he has a 2-drop here, well, that doesn't matter. If he had a 2-drop, I'd show you. It'd show you better, but now if we play a 3/2 here, so pretend this card died. I mean, and see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So pretend that he had a 2-drop, it was a 3/2, and that got traded in. And this card's dead. Just pretend it's dead. Now, notice he played a 3-mana card for that has 3/3. Say I played this card first and it died. Then I'd have to play Croc on turn 2. Just pretend I had only these 2/2 drops, and this is Arena. We only got 2/2 drops, and if this card died first, then I play this. Now this 3/2 trades with this 3/3, as you can see here, for free. And then I can have 3 mana to play whatever I want if I had a 3-mana card. But let's just say this was dead and I played Croc on turn 2. Then I'd have to trade in here and I'd have to use my hero power. Because otherwise how else am I going to kill his minion? This only has 2 attack. And what if I'm a class that doesn't even have a hero power, like I'm a warrior? Then I just lose my creature for free and I can't even kill this. So this is a pretty good example. This is why you play the weaker one first if you have coin and you have choices between a 3/2 and a 2/3. For precisely this reason, because the 2/3, say this Timberwolf was Ooze, you know, I could have just taken Ooze out with this card, and then played this, and now this trades perfectly into this 3/3, and that's what you call trading up. That concept means trading a smaller mana, not smaller attack, lower mana card into a higher mana creature. So I gained 1 mana there. I know it doesn't make sense, but I gained 1 mana of value because I used a 2-drop to kill a 3-drop. This costs him 3 mana. This Puddle Stomper cost me 2 mana. So, yeah, that's the idea. I hope you guys get it. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. This is like my very first guide video, and I know if I didn't word it properly, but if you guys got confused, if you have any suggestions, just let me know. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'm going to have more of these type of small guides. This I would call a more intermediate to advanced lesson, but I'm planning to do ones for beginners as well. But this is mainly for, you know Arena, you know it pretty well, but I'll be making like these small nuanced videos that can help you improve if you already are at a pretty good level in Arena and you know all the cards. So yeah, thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.